What's going on, people? It's UTXJG the Don, and we are on GI Radio episode 70. Woo, boy, we have officially surpassed the Game and Illuminaughty podcast. I don't know whether that's a good or a bad thing to say, but we did it. So, man, it's been going on for this long. Shout out to everybody that has been supporting. And again, this episode, for the next month or so, until we figure out what we're going to do next, is going to continue to be sponsored. Again, we have the sponsor of director Sigmod, who graciously loves GI Radio, loves Movement, and wants you to continue to support. So again, let me go ahead and pull up the link here, or the Spotify thing. I do. All right. So again, Hello World is a playlist that he curates. Again, it gets changed every week with underground artists. So again, if you were looking for something new to listen to, I would definitely recommend checking out the Hello World playlist. Again, Spotify is completely free. You do not need a premium membership to have Spotify and listen to this. So again, by supporting Sigmod, you also directly support the artist and myself to continue doing things like this and having sponsored episodes of GI Radio. So again, shout out to everybody that has been supporting so far. And again, just check out the Hello World playlist. You dig? Also hit ! Sponsor. It'll also give you the link to the Spotify playlist. So there we go. LeBron is coming to Houston. I don't know, man. All this basketball talk, we gonna see what happens. We are going to see what happens. But anyways, let's get started with the show. And let's get to these tracks, man. Let's get to these tracks. First up, we have Jonathan, or I do not know how to pronounce it, so I'm just going to say it. It's just Q-U-O-W. So we're just going to call him Jonathan. And the song that we have for the first track of the night is called Wake Up, produced by K. Caleb. So Jonathan, Wake Up, produced by K. Caleb. So let's go ahead and get to the first track of the day. I'm so used to saying of the night. The first track of the day for GI Radio episode 70. What's up to everybody just now coming through? You did not miss any tracks, so let's get started.
Wake up, no time to mask with mascara and makeup. You cake up, I bet your ass wasn't geared for the shake up. Too late cause y'all niggas been in the mixture. Lost in the sauce of profiting off of it all and skimming the bigger picture. I feel like Neo, this matrix gotta reboot. And we 3-0, I got the Trinity waiting for y'all pursuit. Saw the architect in my dream, said he came with forbidden fruits. Now I'm thinking I'm dapper friends, but they Agent Smith in a suit. You think it's cute, huh? You had to score up the roots cause you calculated my fate, but it won't compute, huh? I got 4 futures, butterfly effect, war bloomers. I just form losers, undermine your bets, sore losers. I shape shift to take lift, that's Blake Griffin. They say clip them, they stay missing. Y'all play for Pistons. I'd wave the flag for the truce, but y'all too cruel to quit. They trying to take a young nigga out on some cougar shit. Fuck them, then I get the clips and dump them, then the Rugal it. The muzzle bend your brain into a puzzle, get the Rubik's in. That's 1 for the Eucharist and a 2 for your propositions. A gun for the eulogist and a few for my opposition. No competition, my father locked me and knocked the wind out my mama. For breath I was breathing, I had no pot to piss in. This world's heartless, they smiles empty, they steal from you. This world's heartless, you strive against me, I still love you.
Okay, people. That was the first track of the day with GI Radio episode 70. That was Jonathan with Wake Up, produced by K. Caleb. I do want to say that the beat was fire. Absolutely loved it. The sample was dope, but also the beat worked against him because with the sample in the background and the vocals in the background while he was rapping, it was very hard to understand him a lot of time throughout the song. Pretty much the entire song. I'm not even gonna front until you got to the end where the actual instrumental ended up fading. So that kind of worked against him. It was very hard to understand everything that he was trying to say. But with that being said, it didn't sound bad. It was just, again, very hard to just catch everything. Now he does have the lyrics here on the actual SoundCloud link. So from what I can see, I mean, it was more of a track just talking about like the things going on in the world, and like people need to wake up and stop stop letting everything in the media get to them and just believe in everything that's in the media and things going on around the world. But it was just very hard to catch everything because the instrumental was drowning him out, dog. It was literally drowning him out. What's going on, Ryan? Shout out to you as well for resubscribing for 10 months, man. Damn, y'all are getting up here. Shout out to BJ Lean for the follow, and also shout out to you for the donation. You said you sounded like Kendrick. I didn't really get the Kendrick vibe from him. Maybe the subject matter, yeah, but not his actual not his cadence and his flow. So, but I liked it though. It was actually a decent track. I just wish I could have understood him more. So let's head to Discord, see what everybody else thinks.
Exactly. You can get a pack of beats for $25 from some niggas. So
yeah, you'd be selling 4 for like 25 for special. Like, bro, you just sold me a whole EP for $5 a beat. But what up, JG?
What's up? All right, AB Smooth as our guest for today's episode. What do you think about Jonathan?
I mean, to be honest with you, I couldn't really hear shit.
Right.
I wasn't really, but from what I did hear, the sample was cool in the background, a little Bruno Mars and shit, but it was alright.
True. What do you think, Black?
I was paying more attention, but no, I agree with what you were saying. There was a lot of how I felt like his ad libs and everything. It wasn't. They weren't leveled well at all. So you got that, and then as well as the beat was kind of overshadowing him. I felt like there was a lot of sounds that he wanted to make clear that didn't need to be made clear. And what ended up happening was everything just sounded jumbled up. I mean, in terms of mixing it, it leaves more to be desired. But I mean, I guess it could have been all right. Yeah, it was all right.
True. So it wasn't terrible. It was just, once again, the mixing was just bad. And once again, you just have the production and people just hear that. And then you're actually trying to rap and say something and you just can't understand them. It's not just not that you're mumbling. It just literally getting overpowered by the production. So
if you want, I'll make you shit $50 a beat. I mean $50, yeah, $50 a song.
I ain't mad at you. Get your hustle on. All right, let's move on to track number 2. What up, Nye? I see you. Yeah, everybody that just now came in here, you have missed a total of you have missed uno track. He said, is that A9 on an episode? No, that's not A9. What you mean, bro? No, it's Abs Moving Black. This guy. Oh, I'm joking. Okay. All right. Moving on to the next track is from Zycy or Zach. Don't know how to say your name, but it's a Z-A-I and then a capital C. So, yeah. And this song is called Brothers, produced by Ignorance. So, Brothers, produced by Ignorance. So, let's get to this one, second track of the day.
I be the man that my grandma that's arrest me as. Told her I'ma be the nigga that the world don't view me as. Ain't no competition, man. I beat him if I come in last. See, dog nigga last. See, something pissed on bed sheets on my 93 back seats. I got the bay up on my back. All that ammunition that you spit it come from Acme. Passing all these little tink-tinks like a track meet. My brother said, Jay, kill these niggas. I say gladly. My baby asked me if I'm happy. Bitch, I might be. Did you just call me a bitch? No, but I might be. Sipping water, open my Kozowski. Cause the last nigga with a dream ended up dead on the TV screen. I'm the product of my mise en scene. I'm so I'm product placement on the TV screen. Little ones getting bigger now. Gotta figure out a way for my kid to drink that lemonade off my lemonade. Blood be a thing, let our bitches be. We will never die, even when we hit it. Who beat it, do this, had it sipping on my liquor. If my brother keep a water tank, man, I be his ripper.
All right. Second track of the day came from Zycy, and that was Brothers, produced by Ignorance, or Zach, however they want to say their name. I think that the beat was dope on this one too. It's very, very smooth beat that I could vibe to, so that was dope. I see no problems there. I would say that he was slightly hard to listen to, and that was probably just because of his voice. But I got a little bit of it. I know he said that he's from the Bay Area, so I know A.B. Smooth might or might not like that because he's from the Bay as well. This didn't seem like a Bay type of track though. But you know, people do different things in different areas sometimes. He definitely gave me a Denzel Curry type of vibe a little bit. Like just he sounded more like that when he actually like came on the track. So I thought that was cool. It definitely gave me a vibe, and I like Denzel Curry, so I'm not mad at it. But I just felt like some of his enunciations for some of his words were kind of hard, and that's why again it was just kind of. He said you think you might know him. That's funny. What's up, Freddie Games? But yeah, I mean, I think it was just because more of his actual voice that just kind of made it hard at times to listen to. But obviously the song was about him getting past the system, and I will let Black talk about what he said in the chat because that's funny. Because say we ain't dead even if we ain't a zipper. He's like, nigga, you dead. But it was decent. I give it a dub. I give it a Lord K dub because it wasn't bad. I didn't feel like it was a bad track. So let's head to Discord, see what everybody else thinks.
But yeah, but that's why you pretty much got beatboxing the pussy because the natural acoustics and reverb comes back at you and it's like.
Hey, I'm gonna have to try that shit, bro.
Black, what you think about the track?
No, that's straight. I mean, it was all straight. Just that one part I thought was funny to me is like, I ain't dead even if I'm dead. What? But yeah, that's it.
Maybe he's talking about his spirit. I mean,
yes, maybe his legacy of music.
Yeah, see. I don't know. AB, what you think about it?
I mean, the beat was cool. I fuck with the beat, but I was just like, damn, this nigga sound like he trying to be Isaiah Rashad and Denzel Curry all in one. And then I got to thinking, I was like, wait, this voice sound hella familiar. I think I might know this nigga. But I don't know. It was cool, but I definitely work on some of the shit he was saying because that shit just didn't make no sense. And come on, my nigga, how you from the Bay and don't sound like you from the Bay? I don't like that shit.
I be feeling what you saying. I feel that.
Damn, so you don't like ATL dude sounded different, Black?
No, I hate when people that's not from here sound like us.
Okay.
How you from Philly sounding like you from Atlanta or New York?
Like
yeah, that's facts.
Like, yo.
Why be in the mirror? Oh shit.
Uh,
where he from?
Nigga from Alabama.
Interesting. That beat was a W. That lyrics was an L. What y'all thinking in the chat? What y'all giving this one? Let's see. Dragon said a little dub.
I really don't pay attention to the lyrics like that because but
true.
I mean, when something weird catches my ear, though, I'm definitely like, what you just saying? Lil Baby on Lil Baby's freestyle, he's saying, "Is it bitch don't want to fuck? I won't make her." I was like, "Did you say you're not gonna rape her?"
Oh,
yeah, you shouldn't, dog. Like,
yeah,
like yeah, it's one of those things. Like, it kind of goes without saying, but whatever.
Okay. You say you need some more work, but you give him a W. Said Milk says W. Nigga roast 6.5. Baby dub.
I'm gonna have to get that nigga an M.
The M.
Turn back music.
Turn the W upside down, nigga. It's a baby M, bro. Fuck that.
Interesting. Okay. It's getting harder and harder to listen to rap nowadays. If you don't got a style or some sense of melody. Again, it just all depends on who it is. Generally, their production catches my ears before everything else.
Yeah, like what?
Yeah. So, all right, let's move on. Track number 3. Now, this is going to be a track that I specifically chose because this is the new style of music that we've been hearing, and I know that some people, believe it or not, whether you want to deny it in GI radio or not, some people like this type of music. And again, I do too, for this type of style sometimes, but it just depends on like who actually does it and whether the production is dope or not. But you said no link. You want the link for this? Hold up. Hold up. I got you. There we go. Go back. Have I played the DHC song yet? No. No, I haven't. He is not. Is he on this one? Yeah, he actually is. He's on this one. I haven't played it yet. I'm getting to it though. It's coming up. But anyways, the third song of the day comes from Kai Koopa, and this song is called "So What." Again, I warn you, this is definitely a new style of music. So think about Uzi. Think about anybody using auto-tune and kind of singing the stuff a little bit. This is what this song is like. So we're going to see what y'all think about it, if y'all just ultimately hate it or not. But I know that some of y'all actually do like it. So again, this is Kai Koopa. The song is called "So What." So we'll listen to this one, man. Third song of the night. You say you know? That's funny. All right, let's get to it.
So what? Yeah, I'm gon' pop a little, roll up. Yeah, I'm gon' smoke a little. So what? Yeah, I'm gon' drink a little. So what? So what? Like what? Yeah, I'm gon' pop a little. What? Shawty, it could be so simple. Sorry, I ain't really sentimental. Yeah, I'm tryna stack this credential. Yeah, so what? My wrist so white, he got narcotics, watch it glow up. Shorty said grow up. She feel some type of way every time I sadly blow up. Big gas so tough. Yeah, so what? Big gas so tough. And my friends won't fold up. Won't fold up. So what? Yeah, I'm gon' pop a little, roll up. Yeah, I'm gon' smoke a little. So what? Yeah, I'm gon' drink a little. So what? So what?
All right, y'all. Third song of the day. That was Kai Koopa. So what? Yeah, I'm gonna smoke a little. This is what a lot of music sounds like today. So somebody likes it. Somebody in this comment section on SoundCloud like, yo, this song is dank. I mean, it's what people listen to. So again, like, let me know honest opinions. What do you think about this? I actually thought that the beat was okay. The beat was okay. I just really wasn't feeling what he was actually saying. Yeah, like it's catchy. Like, this stuff is catchy, but I wouldn't say that necessarily something that I will listen to. I don't know, like, what's my actual criteria for what type of song like this that I like and what I don't like. He said, what do you think of the song? So what? The beat was good, but his voice was annoying. Yeah, I found his voice because he definitely used auto-tune. He used auto-tune for sure, but his voice sounded raspy. It sounded raspy with the auto-tune. I didn't know that was like possible like that. It was interesting, but I'm just for me, I'm not feeling it. But this is the music now, man. So this LB was cool, but he was garbage. His beat was lit. That shit doo doo. Dank means he has a bad odor. It's gonna be back 3 minutes on my tongue. Alright, so are you on this one? Because if you're not, you finna donate. Nah, I don't think you are. It would have been a good instrumental. Well, it is what it is on that one. Let's head to Discord.
Like, nigga, you literally just pay somebody for nothing?
I feel like it. I don't know. Maybe he did himself. What up, Jay?
All right, AB, what you think about Kai Koopa?
So what? That's what I think. That shit was like I see where he was trying to go with it. I'm not gonna completely shit on it because I understand you trying to do something. That's like a song for like when, you feel me, your girlfriend just left you and you trying to go out with the guys and pretend like you have a good time, but you really dying inside. So you like, fuck it, I'm gonna get messed up. But bro, I just want to know, how do you have like a raspy, like dry sandpaper voice with auto-tune? Like, I didn't know that was possible. So my advice is fire your engineer or whoever recorded that and try again.
My counter to that is I think it's definitely his fault for not staying within his vocal range. Because like, I've done stuff like that has not been released. And it's like, I was like, nah, this don't sound good, bro. I can't do this. But it's like, you as the artist, you got to realize what you can and can't do. Now he can't do it, bro.
All right, well, there we go.
Oh, no. I didn't even start yet. Hold
on.
on.
You got some more? Okay, go ahead. My bad.
The build-up was way too long. It was like 30 plus seconds before the lyrics dropped. And then I was disappointed when they did drop. He needs better EQing because I'm gonna say like the low mid, somewhere around the mid range, there was frequencies that like kind of stood out to me. His voice was too dry and needed to be more wet with reverb. Like I feel like this song probably wouldn't have been his voice wouldn't have stood out as much if there was reverb to kind of drown it out and make it like him sound kind of more distant and give you more of that kind of like a mystical feel to his voice. And then some of the times he was singing, he was definitely off key. Then the voice crack. I mean, once again, the flow was fine. The delivery not so much. I think I don't know. I think he can execute the song better. I just don't think it was done right there. But I think it was still. I don't want to give him a lowercase W, but I don't want to give him an L. You know,
I knew that you were going to be conflicted about this. I had a feeling.
This is somewhere in the middle. I feel like because I can't choose, I got to give him the L. But like, I see what he was trying to do, and I see like I feel like it's a uncut diamond. You know what I'm saying? Like there's something here, but it just has to be like honed better, harnessed better. Yeah, that's all.
Okay.
So what?
All right, well, let's move on to the next track.
He also sounded like Lil Uzi. Like he really sounded like Uzi.
Did he? I didn't even get the Uzi vibe from him.
Are you serious?
Nah, I didn't get a Uzi vibe. I mean, it's the type of song, yeah, it's the type of song structure, and like, but he doesn't sound like him.
Nah, I got the Uzi vibe, but he definitely ain't sound like him.
Yeah, okay. If you're talking about just
that.
Yeah, if you're talking about the vibe, then yeah.
There was parts where he did sound like him to me though. But,
okay. Alright, cool. Alright, let's move on. Next track comes from West Dog 303. So you got Uzi vibe from the song. Yeah, like you said, it's just the production, the instrumental. It sounded Uzi like. So I got that. So let's move on. Next track comes from West Dog, featuring PG and DHC, UTX DHC, or Call Me DHC, and the song is called Kush Gods. So West Dog featuring PG and UTX, Call Me DHC, Kush Gods. We're gonna see how this song gets. I know we played a DHC song last time that we had GI Radio, and people were like, I don't really like his voice. So we'll see if the people can carry him in this song. So 4th track of the day. Let's go.
Vanilla's a chocolate, yeah, that be the flavor. No pipe and no bond, just bring me my papers. I'm cool on the vapors, go ask the neighbors. Feel the most high, but don't call me Omega. Probably gon' treat my girl look like a native. He'll be that loud, fuck is you saying? Come from out of town, how prices you paying? Want it, I got it, my nigga, you name it. Tell him bring weed, hashing them blacks. All my niggas turn, getting gas to the max. Hash to the back, haul on threats. If it ain't about a pound, nigga, you don't win the match. On my home plane, flight might crash. In my home lane, how you like that? Bring your own, might not pass. Hit this dab, you won't even dance. You can take a pull or what I puff, and you can see that it's all potent. The niggas got that Whitney Houston, Amy Winehouse, and Lamar Odom. Big spenders, high rollers, longer stitches, look like stogies. That flower bomb, but this ain't Lotus, like another one. Then flick the roaches, taking guts out the Dutch, putting wax for the rush. Someone to cut, nigga, I'm just being blunt. Green with a fluff, yeah, that's a must. Saying that you got it, but you don't bring enough. Can't smell through the bag, ain't fine. Heard you got Reggie, why even try? Shotguns to the face, I lose my mind. Lighters in the air, kush got.
All right, people, we're back. So that was West Dog featuring PG and UTX, Call Me DHC, Kush Gods. Again, the beat was cool. I actually did like the beat. He said I'm evil. We're gonna play this whole thing. Nah, you gotta listen to it all. But West Dog actually wasn't bad. West Dog actually came on the track proper. I wasn't mad at it. PG, it like when he came on the hook, it sounded okay. Then he was like, woo, like started fucking wooing and shit. It's talking about Kush Gods. So he ruined the hook. And then he sound like Problem. He sound like a Walmart Problem, because he had some of those ad-libs like what he like sounded like that. So he definitely from the West Coast or something like that. But he was okay. And then DHC, I told him on the first song, like, I just don't feel like he has the rapping voice. I don't feel like he has the rapping voice. Like it sounds weird. He sounds like he's too proper. Yeah, it just don't work. It just doesn't work for me, and I don't know. Like it's weird. Like I was laughing. I was laughing when it got to his verse. So it went from good to okay to just bad. Cause I just don't feel like he has it out for him for real. Or the donating spots taken? Yes, Fresno Kid. Yes, they are. All spots have been taken. It's time to tell the rabbit. I had to tell him about himself, man. But it was just like it was okay. But DHC just kind of messed it up. And then that hook was pretty bad at the end. So I would give it an L just because of that. But I did like the beat. I think that the beat was cool, and West Dog was actually decent. So that's my thoughts. So let's head to Discord. All right, Blizzy, what you think about West Dog?
The total lowercase W cut out the last guy, and the song would have been a fine lowercase W. It was too long, and there wasn't enough beat switch ups, and there wasn't what is it? Yeah, just that last dude. The first two guys and the chorus were fine for me, but that's the last guy. You kind of get like air fatigue just listening to it over and over. And like they weren't like, it wasn't like a crazy hard beat that you could really feel. It was just something like, that's there. So I think I'm gonna give the song a lowercase W, but it could have been a bigger lowercase W if it could have been a medium case W if they got rid of the last guy.
DHC. All right, I'm actually probably give it a W. AB, what you think?
All right, now that's a song for people who smoke mid-grade and think they got the loud pack. Overall, I like the first two people. They seem like was really going on the Wiz Khalifa type beat. But the last dude, I don't know, bro. Like he might have to reevaluate what he wants to do in life, because that verse was just terrible.
I think his delivery was
yeah, it's the delivery. Like it's kind of like the case. It's like the case with Quentin Miller. Like, 'cause I feel like he has good lyrics. He just doesn't have the voice for it. Like, not everybody just has a rapping voice. Not everybody has a singing voice. To me,
here's the thing, though. I feel like everyone, like, you just have to find beats where your voice works on. His voice didn't work for an aggressive song like that because it wasn't like deep enough. Like my voice would have been fine. I got a trigger and I kill a nigga. Blah. Know what I'm saying? Like I could do that for that. But like his voice was too I don't know, like it was too
I don't know, man, because
I got a question. What's up with that biting face bar, bro? That was kind of questionable right there, my nigga.
He on some bath salt shit. I don't know.
Yeah, like talking about biting snakes in the face. So you telling me you just finna run up on the Golden State Warriors and bite Kevin Durant? Like that's not cool, man.
You can't bite Kevin Durant like that.
I don't think weed makes you bite off faces. That's on some other type of drugs that get you on that.
Hell no, it should definitely lace.
Yeah, absolutely. So I don't know. I don't know about that one, but I mean, at least they stayed on subject.
From Billy in the cul-de-sac, bro. You know, don't them melanin deficient people. They do that type of shit, not us.
True. They need to rap about cotton candy and valleys.
I just don't think that beat was good for the last guy to be on.
I don't know,
and
man.
I think the song would have been way better without him.
Because I heard multiple songs from this guy. We played the song the last GR radio, and he submitted other songs too. And I don't know. I feel the same way every single song. It doesn't matter what beat it is. This is just me.
You just said be a rapper?
Yeah, I just feel like he just doesn't have a voice for it.
Right, some shit.
Yeah, some people just like that, and it's nothing wrong with that. I just don't feel like anything really works for him. Maybe he needs to
just try and switch up his voice or something. I don't know. But
yeah, because
another thing I could say for that song, because it was hella long, they should have just all went 12 on their verses. Like, there's no reason it should be 3 niggas spitting 16.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you on that one. Maybe give us 8.
They should have gave him 8 for sure.
Oh yeah, he definitely deserved 8.
Yeah,
and then it could have just ended with his verse right there.
Because that's another thing that a lot of people do. Like, you have other types of voices. Like, even if you use auto-tune for it, like Kendrick Lamar has the alien voice. It's a lot of people. Like, I remember when they were doing Making the Band, and and Diddy was telling Nets to use a different type of voice, especially like when you do double time or whatever. So like you just kind of gotta find what works for you. Sometimes your voice just isn't it. Like I don't feel like I have a rapping voice. I would feel like I would have to switch mine up if I ever did that.
Yeah, like I don't sound the way I talk. Here's the thing: the way you talk, the way you rap probably shouldn't sound the same.
Yeah, and that's
Not at all.
that's
Unless
where
you Jada Kiss, bro, and then you just got that.
right.
Voice.
If you got that raspy voice already, then it works for you. Yeah, it's just called a persona. Like you're not being fake per se, but you just gotta find another thing that works for you, because sometimes it just don't work. It's not natural for you. And that's
Speaking of
and that,
persona,
oh, this guy, this fucking gamer.
Drop.
Yeah, so
I would say this though. I think before giving up 100%, I would say play with your voice and then play with different beats that actually complement your voice. Because like, I hate to say it, but like he might do better with melodic songs because his voice is of higher pitch.
you said Anon sounds the same when he's rapping and talking. In a sense, but again, when he goes double time,
presence.
yeah, when he goes double time, he gets more aggressive. Anon is not an aggressive talker. Like he always speaks low unless he's like really into a video game, yeah, or passionate, yeah, exactly. If he's passionate about something, like when he was arguing with Tick the other day about rap. Like he was going in, like, and everybody was like, "Is Anon mad?" He was like, "No, I'm not mad." He like, "I'm just tired of these niggas thinking they know what they talking about." Like that's when he got aggressive, and he puts that same passion into his music. So you can definitely tell that he uses a more louder voice. He uses a louder voice whenever he raps. So it's not the same. It's not the same when he's just regularly talking.
Kanye is a great example. Kanye's talking voice and his rapping voice, two separate.
Yeah,
Two separate things.
Niggas get on the internet saying that, yeah, pretty much. He said, "Let's say the baby drink salad." Yeah. He don't use that light skin voice. What? There we go. What? Did they get you the light? So you say you use a light skin voice? Shout out to Ascension though for subscribing 10 months in a row.
What do you mean? Light skin voices is winning.
Anyways, whatever that means.
Once again, I wanted to do the takeaway, bro. Go practice different deliveries and go practice, and like I would definitely say get different beat selection, because his voice does not complement one that's aggressive.
Right. Yeah.
You gotta like have fear in you. I mean, you gotta have like your voice has to put fear into someone's heart. I'm saying like you gotta. Yeah.
And then he talks proper too when he raps. And we're not saying that other people don't do it, because other people obviously do it. Wiz Khalifa does it a lot. A lot of people on the West Coast do it a lot. Even Too Short kind of sounds proper whenever he raps. But again, like with his ad-libs and everything else, that's what makes it work. Like it's not a problem with being proper. It's just you gotta kind of mess around with the voices whenever you're in the booth.
Everything has to complement one.
Be honest, if you talk proper, you just gotta. Like, I hate using this word because it's dated as fuck, but you gotta throw some swag in it. You can't just talk proper just to be talking proper. You gotta make it like, you feel me, your own. You gotta do something to make it different. Like, yeah, you talking proper, you enunciating, but nigga, we need some charisma from you.
Yeah.
It's definitely comes down to, I feel like, his delivery.
Yeah. So there we go. I'm gonna have to tell DHC about himself, because I know he ain't in here, and I know last time I played the track he wasn't in here either, and we had to go in his damn stream and tell him. So I'm gonna let him know.
Presence.
Yeah, I'm gonna let him know about himself.
Hey, but the mixing was mostly fine except for that last guy.
Yeah, the mixing was actually, I didn't have a problem with it.
The last guy sounded a little low. They could have turned his gain up, but besides that, yeah, everyone was fine.
Right.
People that were important enough, they were fine.
Right. All right, well, let's move on. Okay, so I believe that's, let me make absolutely sure. I think that's all of the vocal tracks that we have. Yeah, it is. So we're done with that, and time to move on to the instrumental section. Before we get to that, let's do another break and shout out our sponsor, Director Sigmod. And Director Sigmod has been sponsoring, I think he sponsored at least like 3 or 4 GI Radio episodes already, and we're continuing throughout the end of May and June until we go to E3, and we will see if we can continue on going forward. But support the Spotify playlist called Hello World. Again, this is a playlist that is curated every week, and it's switched up with underground artists. So again, if you were looking for something new to listen to, check out the Hello World playlist. Not only does your support directly support the actual artists that are on the playlist, but it also supports me. There you go. Hit ! Sponsor in the chat, and it will take you to the Spotify link. Again, Spotify is completely free. You do not need a subscription in order to listen to Spotify. So go ahead and check that out. ! Sponsor in the chat, and that will give you the link. Appreciate you guys so much. All right. So let's move on to the instrumental section, shall we? All right, first one that we have coming up is Limitless, and the instrumental is called Big Plans. Big Plans, Big Plans. So let's get to it. This will be the 5th track of the day.
Snaps.
All right, so 5th track of the day comes from Limitless, Big Plans, Big Plans. I generally cut beats off halfway through, but I feel like I needed to play this one all the way through because this was fire, like from beginning to end. I didn't hear any terrible sounds that got annoying. I liked it, man, all the way through. All the way through. This was a very well composed beat. It really kept me interested like all the way through, and that's hard to do nowadays, making a beat that damn long. Like I said, if you make shit like 4 minutes, it better like keep you intrigued, and I think that it did a good job. So there I go again. I'm going ahead and give y'all the link. Go ahead and throw down the mark on that one. Get in a round of applause. I think that's a W all the way around. I think that's a W all the way around. Let's head to the Discord.
And that's why I said, when you really look at the socioeconomic politics of the situation, light-skinned males should be enslaved. That's all.
I mean, I really feel that, but what if the light skins start a revolution? You know, they can all automatically, soothe the soul by just looking and taking Instagram photos. So that might be counterintuitive, though.
I don't know, man. Maybe just throw like some lip gloss on the floor and make them all fight over it, so they could make the little squinty eyes and like kissy faces at like camera phone or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what they do anyway.
But they're immune to the flash. That's why they make those squinty faces, and they can still see when in bright light. So I don't know, bro. We might have to just cut all the lights off, and you feel me, and just complete darkness, and that might be their weakness. I don't know, bro.
All of y'all, bro. Whatever. Get on top of it, bro. What you think about this BAB?
Hey, that shit owe me a new pair of headphones because my motherfuckers just blew up, bro. I don't even know. That was fire, bro. I like that. That saxophone, bro. Oh my God. That shit was so jazzy. It was just like, it was beautiful. Like the beginning, I was kind of like, all right, what the fuck? Where are they going with this? And I expected a different drop, but when it dropped, I was like, oh, this shit is jazzy. I can vibe to this. Definitely going on the Lyft driver playlist when I'm driving these drunk hoes around.
Yeah. All right. Black, what'd you think?
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely probably the best song of the night. Yeah, from the saxophone to just the overall, it just sounded really great. Yeah. Yeah, it's like I could imagine this being on like a Tinashe or like a LMI like song. You know what I'm saying?
Man said Tinashe. I mean, that's the first person.
Are you talking about
said.
Ben Simmons, boo?
He's still tripping off Tinashe, dog. It's okay. It's okay. He said Tinashe. Tell him who your new boo is.
I said we booed up Ella May, you know, the chick that made the boot up song.
Okay.
But yeah, I think I'm saying like a pop singer, like a hip hop pop singer like that could definitely like do something with that beat. I truly thought it was a great beat.
Okay, all right. So dubs all around. I didn't hear one bad thing about it. So that's what's up. That's what's up. We got a dub. Absolutely. Let's move on to the next beat. All right, sixth track of the night comes from Social Nerd, and the beat is called Lottery. So Social Nerd, Lottery, and that is the sixth track of the night. Let's get to it. Actually, did I miss something? Actually, I did. I went out of order and shit. But let me go back. Let me make sure. Did I do that wrong? Yeah, I hella did. Anyways, we're gonna be out of order from what I added it, but we'll continue on and then make our way back. So, all right. Anyways, Social Nerd, Lottery. Let's get to it. All right, so this is one that I cut off because it does not really have any switch ups or anything. But again, that was Social Nerd with Lottery. Social Nerd with Lottery. I would say that this beat was okay. It would definitely be something that's instantly going in the background, but something that somebody would rap or sing on, I don't think so. Especially when you compare it to the beat that we just heard that had a lot going on for it. This beat was definitely simple. So again, it wasn't bad. Y'all said it sounded sad. It sounded like he was sad. Maybe he was in that mindset whenever he made the song or the instrumental. But yeah, like again, it just wasn't too much to it. It was just kind of there. But yeah, it will be instantly going in the background of a YouTube video. But that was it. The beat ever switch up? Nah. The bass just went down for like 4 bars or 8 bars, and then it just came back. The bass just came back. So that was it. It was something you listen to with Dream Night Groove for a bit. Yeah. Something like that. But again, it wasn't much going on with it. Let's hit the score.
Well, I'm saying though, look, if you look at light-skinned niggas in the face, they look like Curious George. Look at Curious George in the face, then look at light-skinned niggas. There's no difference.
You might be on to something there. You know, I'm gonna have to do a side by side. Just give me a moment. I'm going on Google.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Whatever this light skin Slander. This motherfucker is wild. Black, what you think about the beat, dog?
Yeah. Well, I was saying, all right, so that main melody right there is fine. What's not fine is repeating it for the next 2 minutes of my life. That's what we're not about to do. What he should have done is have that melody and then have that melody and then have a similar melody, like keep a few keys probably the same, maybe even just drop it down an octave or something, and then maybe do a little switch up, and then on top of that add like a chord, and then have like another variation for the chord. So right there you could have a few combinations between the two chords and the two melodies, and I feel like it would have been fine. You bring them in, you bring them out, but just that one melody for 2 minutes, we not doing that, bro. It was just,
True.
it was straight, but like, yeah, just looking. It was funny. As it was like just looking. I feel like this beat is gonna get boring real quick. And I was thinking the same thing, just looking at the pattern of it on SoundCloud. I was like, it didn't seem like there's a lot of like variation in the beat pattern. Just looking at it, so I was like, nah, bro.
I've learned to look at that too, and I can tell myself what it's gonna be like. AB, what do you think?
That shit was just like hella boring. It was basically white people chicken, no seasoning, no flavor, bro. Like, it was cool for the first 30 seconds, and then it got real repetitive. There wasn't no switch ups, didn't do nothing. He didn't throw no filters, no effects, nothing. Like, I would have settled for a halftime effect in the middle and just did a young Metro Boomin, but we ain't get none of that. So fortunately, I fell asleep halfway through. Literally wiping a slob off my face right now because that shit was boring.
Well, there you have it. Get a little bit more flavor in your beats. That's what it is. Oh, you still talking about your song? Okay, let's move on.
It's kind of also it didn't work in that song's favor because we literally just got like the best song, and then it's like,
right, yeah. So it wasn't eventful at all compared to the last one. So that is what it is. All right, so let's move on to the next song, or the next instrumental, which will be the 7th track of the night. This is from AATs, and the song is called Withdrawals. Also part of whatever this Limitless challenge was on SoundCloud. Not exactly sure. Again, the instrumental is called Withdrawals. Now this one is 5 minutes and 11 seconds. Definitely not going to play all of this, but we're going to try to play the majority of it. So let's get to it. Okay, so there you go. Did I not cut that one off? I guess I did. Oh, anyways, my bad. So that was AATs with Withdrawals. It's a beat you made when you first started out. I feel like this is a 180 on the last beat that we heard. I felt like this one was doing a little bit too much in the beginning. I think that effect is called reverb. Again, that's that particular sound that like sounds like you're outside of the club. I feel like he was mixing that in a little bit too much in the beginning and didn't give the beat a chance to actually develop. So it just sounded weird at first until the beat like actually like balanced out. Oh, it's called a low pass filter. I know you know, but whatever that sound is, it was doing a little bit too much in the beginning. It was doing a lot of chopping and then using that low pass filter, and it just didn't work in the beginning. It didn't get me interested in the actual beat before it actually dropped. Like when it actually balanced out, it sounded okay. But it just, again, it was doing way too much in the beginning. I understand like what they were trying to go for, but I just felt like it didn't work putting all of that in the beginning, in the first minute or so of the beat. So that's my opinion on it. It's at the Discord. All right, AB, what you think about this one?
Man, disappointed. So disappointed. I already knew I wasn't gonna really like it just because I'm tired of hearing those types of beats, those weed beats. I swear I thought somebody was gonna have like some Tokyo Ghoul or some shit in the background coming out. He did way too much with that low pass filter. Like he brought it in, almost took it out, and then brought it in again. And it was like, why'd you take it out in the first place if you just gonna bring it in again? That made no sense. And it's just a big ass L for me. I'm sorry.
Lizzie?
My problem, I have a personal bias against this, kind of like Ab Smooth. So my thing is, I heard D-Trey showed me a bunch of producers that be messing with Shofu, and I went through all of their songs. I played like 2 songs from each. There's probably like 15, 20 dudes that I listened to, and all their beats sounded like this to me. And like that had, I understand you like anime, and it has that like Japanese feel to it, but it's literally the same kind of like I don't know, like I just think of like a dojo kind of, you know. I don't know the sound to describe it. I'm not familiar with like Japanese instrumentation, but it's just like, oh man. And then the drum patterns as well. The drum patterns just sounded so much like the everyone just sounded the same. It's one of those beats that I've heard 1,000 times, and it doesn't impress me. And then what also was annoying is it was doing too much, and then it was doing too little at the same time. Like we heard like the same pattern, the same drum patterns over and over and over, but like there wasn't like anything to diversify in terms of like melody, or it wasn't for me. It wasn't for me. So it just wasn't for me, bro.
So you're saying like it's a lot of saturation going on.
Yeah. It definitely sounded like kind of like if a nigga was talking about I fuck bitches, I drive foreign cars, I got Louis Vuitton on my belt. Same concept. It's just sounded like another saturated song. Not to say all your stuff is like that, but that just wasn't for me.
That basically was like the Dragon Ball Z equivalent to, you feel me, an anime beat. It's something that you've heard hella times, everybody knows it, but my nigga, it's not really the greatest shit ever.
Same shit, different anime sample.
Pretty much. And I swear, if I would have heard that high-pitched 808, I would have lost it, my nigga.
I promise you, I feel like an anime like voice sample was gonna come in later on in the song, bro.
I believe it.
But it probably did, because I forgot. But again, it was 5 minutes long, so it probably was something there. I forgot.
Also, I don't know how y'all listen to music, but I'm not trying to listen to a 5-minute song unless it was a popular song, and then it has like one of those remixes where it got like 7 different artists on it, and then like everyone's dropping like a good 8 bars on there, then they go. Then it's the Future on the hook. You don't even know it. All right, but yeah.
All right, true.
So basically, you want to listen to the Brown Paper Bags remix.
But I mean, if it's gonna be like 7 minutes long, 8 minutes long, something like that, it's like it's gonna have to have a fire beat, and it's gonna have to have a lot of artists on there that I like. So, but yeah, I don't know. I'm like, in this generation, a good 3-minute 30 song is like the max I kind of really want to hear, unless it's like really fire. But like that would be like my preferred like length of a song. Honestly, really like maybe 2 minutes 30, 40, something around there. 5 minutes is ridiculous, bro.
Especially for an instrumental with no vocals on it. You're just gonna hear the same shit over and over.
Right.
Basically.
Right.
At least with vocals, they could switch up their flow and like, you know, bring a different energy to it. But that's just me. Once again, I have my personal bias. So if you wanna take my opinion with that, you can, and you can. It's whatever. But all right, I came into the song with a bias. And Lil Pump songs are like 2 minutes 30 seconds max. His problem is his songs aren't long enough.
Yeah, it's like he just doesn't have that sweet spot, but he don't care because people like it anyway. So you know, people Nowadays, they take everything, and as soon as they consume that, then they want some more immediately. So you just keep feeding them. But
on the bright note, the mixing was good though.
Yeah, the mixing was good.
Heard everything clear.
Yep. All right, let's move on. So the 8th track of the night comes from Ichimonji, and this beat is called Everlasting. And this is a collaboration with Zen Mode, ZT, and Ichimonji. So let's go ahead and play this one, 8th track of the night. All right, I cut that one off a little bit early as well, but that was Ichimonji, a track of the day, and that was called Everlasting. I actually like this one. I thought that it was smooth. It was a different type of vibe, but the funny thing is, ironically, this was kind of on the same lines as the last beat that we heard, as far as using like the like Asian vibes on this one. But this one didn't do too much. Yeah, I feel like it did just enough to keep me interested. It wasn't too many switch ups in this one, but I actually liked it. It was actually pretty decent for me. So there's the link if you want it. But let me know what y'all thought, man. Let me know what y'all thought, that this was a W or an L for you. Well, let me know. Sound off in the chat. The W. Okay. I'm send to like it then. W. Alright, let's head to Discord.
Fucking Lord.
You just gotta put in her moist and mire and leave her at Lonely Law, you know what I'm saying?
Hey.
My lord. Blizzy, what'd you think about this beat?
Lowercase W.
Lowercase W.
What's funny is it had like the same kick or a similar kick snare pattern that I was talking about with the last beat, where it's like boom, and it's like, oh, I hate it. It's just it annoyed me, but I mean this one was better than the last one.
True. AB.
This one was cool. Like even though it was kind of like, I don't want to say boring because that's not the right word, but it definitely wasn't something that I was just like, it would grab my attention at first. But it's cool, like little background music. Like it's something that I wouldn't mind if it was in the background. I wouldn't change it, but it's not the first thing I'm looking to put on, you feel me, my SoundCloud playlist. But I like the fact that, you know, he had a little bit of switch ups in there to, you know, give it a little bit of diversity, and it wasn't just ear fatigue from listening to the same pattern over and over and over again. So, I mean, lowercase W for me.
Okay, true. All right, now we're getting to my favorite part of any GI Radio, when we actually have someone who's a guest on the show who's going to have a track played on the show. So we're coming up to you, my guy. We've heard you before plenty of times, but this is a new beat. I chose KJR. And is this the one that you played like at the end of one GI Radio?
Nah, you played it when you was doing the Eminem listening party.
Okay, yeah, because I know I played it before, but yeah, it was okay. So not on a regular GI Radio, but the listening party. Yeah. Okay. All right. So just once again, if you want to do any explanations or anything, because your beat is 4 minutes and 16 seconds. So do you feel like I should play it all the way through, or do you feel like there's a cutoff anywhere?
I mean, I would suggest playing it all the way through because it's a little bit. It's a concept that I came up with when I was talking with one of my homies and shit. And we was talking about females and just relationships and shit in general. So I kind of made this beat based on that. And so I guess after the beat, I'll explain what's going on. But I kind of want y'all to get a taste of it and see what y'all think about it and all that good shit.
Okay. Yeah, there was an Eminem listening party. Yeah, we listened to the last album. So, all right.
Trash ass shit.
It was pretty bad. But, all right, man. So here we go. Direct feedback time, y'all. Direct feedback. So this is AB Smooth with KJR. We're going to go ahead and listen to this one next. Okay, so that was AB Smooth with KJR. With this particular beat, it really didn't have too many switch ups, but what he did here was played a lot of samples in the background, and that's what kept it interesting for me. And also some other effects in the middle of like every 4 bars or whatever. So it was a pretty cool beat. I understand like what he was trying to go for here. And it was decent. It was decent. I wouldn't say that this was one of my favorites. I've definitely, I like the beats that you do that are on the what is it called, chill wave or vaporwave. I like the vaporwave beats that you make more than this, but concept beats are interesting. I see that you have like a whole like description here. I don't know where y'all are getting this demonic vibe type of shit from. I haven't even got to the donated tracks yet. Diligent Visionary, chill out, bro. It's coming. We still got one more track. You so excited, bro. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know where y'all are getting this demonic shit from. That makes no sense, but it was cool though. It was cool. I like the vaporwave stuff better though from you. He said demon wave. Stop it. All right, let's go to Discord.
That don't mean nothing, bro. At the end of the day, light-skinned niggas the same color as my piss, yellow. The yellow piss boys.
But at the same time, you can call them niggas, peanut butter toffee niggas too. Like, they melt in the sun and some more shit. I just like caramel niggas to be fucking subservient to us brown men because them niggas are second-class citizens, and I hate light skins.
Light-skinned niggas be walking out in the sun with umbrellas and shit. Light-skinned niggas.
Well, don't bring me back in. Don't bring me back in here.
Light-skinned niggas still wear sundresses.
Don't bring me back in here.
Light-skinned niggas wear sundresses with umbrella hats, nigga.
Hell yeah.
Who the fuck
Jade from Tarzan. That's how they be walking around, bro.
Ain't y'all niggas claim that Lil B? He the nigga that does that. So that's some Bay nigga shit. Ain't some lazy nigga shit. It's some Bay nigga shit.
Hey, that nigga from Berkeley, bro.
I don't give a fuck, yo. He over there.
Hey, I don't give a fuck. He a
Cali nigga. No, you gotta claim him.
Nigga, it's a lot of niggas that's Cali niggas, but we don't claim them niggas.
Oh boy, that thunder about to hit.
Let's talk
All right.
about this. Let's just talk about this trash beat.
Yeah,
Alright, so anyways, first of all, that beat was fucking trash. Whoever made that shit, he needs to quit. You know, he stole a fucking sample from Joey Badass. Not original. L. Alright.
I would say it was a decent beat. It's just not for me. I'm just not into like R&B like that. But like I was saying, I feel like a Chance Rapper would be like, I could hear Chance Rapper on that beat though. So I mean, yeah, it was straight to me. I don't really have much to critique, honestly.
all right.
Okay, and so for
I did like the
go
second half though. Yeah, I did like the second half more than the first half. But yeah, that's it.
True. All right, so just to let you guys know the concept, you've all been inducted into the Illuminaughty. That's what that was. You guys have all sold your souls to Satan just by listening to that track. So yeah, there you have it.
So this was a trap, huh? Okay.
Yeah, I got you niggas. Nah, I'm fucking with you. But nah, it just came from a concept. Like again, I was talking with my homie. Both of us was going through some women problems, and so we just decided that he was like, "Oh, you should make a beat about that." And I was like, "All right, well, let me see what I could cook up." And so the first half is supposed to simulate, you know, when everything's going good in a relationship. You know, it's got its highs, which is why her voice is hella high pitch. Everything's moving fast because you feel me. Time flies when you're having fun, and then it gets to the part where it slows down. You feel me? That might simulate, you know, something happened. You going through a breakup, whatever. Y'all arguing, fussing, fighting, and then the last part, which everybody likes, is basically the get back. So whether y'all working on things, but it ain't quite the same, or you just taking time to build yourself back up, and then the end can be simulated however you.
All right. Good explanation. So, sound off in the chat, besides the demonic shit and us apparently all being inducted into the Illuminati, let me know your honest thoughts on what you felt about AB Smooth's latest beat. W's or L's? Let the brother know. And don't be saying it just because it's AB Smooth. Let them know for real.
Yeah. Hey, get real feedback, bro. That just don't cape.
Yeah.
That shit was trash. Say that shit was trash. If it was okay, it was
Too
okay.
many
If you don't like it,
Satanist
what you
vibes.
don't like.
Okay.
Too many Satanist vibes on week.
He gets a V, half a dub.
Young Blizzy in that beat.
Not enough evil shit. So someone says too many Satanist vibes, and you say not enough. Okay.
I should have threw something in there so when y'all play it in reverse, you feel me, to just let you know.
I am Satan.
The chipmunk samples were a little too high pitch.
Oh, you know what? When someone mentioned the Alvin and Chipmunks, bro, I ain't gonna lie. Ever since that, I could not unhear it, bro. That shit was funny. Yeah, maybe I don't know. Lower the Chipmunks down.
Okay.
True.
All right. So majority of y'all thought it was a dub. All right. Well, need some holy water now. All right. Well, there you go, AB. That's your live feedback. So
I want to hear this diligent.
So you niggas better be listening to this shit on SoundCloud. I need plays, damn it.
facts. Let me go ahead and hold on. Let's go back and let's go ahead and link your SoundCloud real quick
Link
in the
that shit in the chat. And just so y'all know, I got some newer shit than that on there. That's fire.
All right, let's move on to the last track of the night before we get to the donated tracks. Cause Diligent Visionary desperately wants us to hear his stuff, so we'll go get to that. All right, last track of the night on my list comes from C Caddy, and this is called AC, and it has a picture of The Rock on it. I don't know why, but again, this is C Caddy, and it's called AC. Let's get to it. Okay, I ended up cutting that one off, but that was the last beat of the day. That was C Caddy. He said keep playing it. I don't know, dog. I don't know. He said you want to see how bad it got. It was nothing else, dog. It was the same stuff. I'm telling you, it was the same stuff, dog. It was the same stuff. It didn't do anything else. That's why I cut it off right there. But it was only like really one switch up, and that was just the it was just a pattern in the background. But it didn't really do anything else. It didn't do anything else, so I don't even know what the what the Rock album cover has to do with the beat at all. Yeah, it was slightly disappointing that it didn't really do anything like good. It was just kind of there. This beat just exists and nothing else. So so that's my thoughts on it. Let's head to Discord. All right, what do you think about the beat, Blizzy?
Trash. And let me tell you why. It was mixed horribly. It was definitely mixed horribly. And that dun, dun, with the piano or guitar, it was either, I'm not sure because I'm still kind of learning the keys, but it was definitely off key or out of tune, and it did not mesh well with the song at all. I feel like maybe a grand piano would have been better, but I don't know. Maybe he EQ'd it wrong or something, but that piano, it stood out way too much in the mix and it shouldn't have. I think what really threw me off with this one is, I mean, the pattern was repetitive, but like you could look past that. It was just, it wasn't level. Like most of the instruments weren't level right, and they didn't sit, like nothing really sit or sat or messed well with the mix. Like the drums seemed underpowered. That sound just stood out to me way too much. That din. I felt like his goal was trying to make everything sound clear as possible, when your goal should have been making everything sound as good as possible, working together. And I felt like he kind of, it was counterproductive for him. That's my thoughts.
All right, AB.
You want to know what I think about that? It doesn't matter what I think about that, because that shit was disrespectful to my nigga, The Rock. Like, how you gonna have, and then you got him with the championship belt, my nigga. You aren't even, like, come on, dog. That's horrible. But the mixing, like Black said, was bad. I knew it was automatically a bad mix when I heard the drop, and I was like, bruh, like, what's up with the drums? Like, why is your sample overpowering your drums? In hip hop, the drums are the most essential thing to the beat. And you got to make everything fit in its pocket. Nothing was in the pocket. It was all kind of blended together. Basically, it's like white people bringing potato salad to a barbecue, bro. It's just like, why'd you have this in here? And
The raisins,
bro. Like, get rid of them raisins, my nigga. Learn how to make some real potato salad. We want some baked mac and cheese, not the Kraft mac and cheese, bro. And you'll be all right. I mean, I seen the concept, but nah.
I seen the concept. And there was one part, there was like a really trash pattern where he stopped it. And I don't know, I feel like, you know what I think happened? I feel like he edited this beat. Like, I'm not sure if he, because I could be saying this wrong. I don't know if he edited it in double time or if he didn't, but it sounded like the BPM that he was going for should have, when he was editing, I feel like the BPM that he was going for was either too slow and he couldn't be as detailed as he wanted to be. Yeah, so he should have been editing in double time. Like, if this is 80, he probably like editing 80, but it really should have been 160 with editing.
160.
Yeah. I think that probably could have been a situation right there.
And that speed up shit at the end was fucking garbage. Take that out the beat, bro, and just make the beat shorter.
But yeah. There's like that little pattern that then stop. Then the beat comes in, then it stops again. It's like, I see what you were doing, but nah, man. And honestly, I'm gonna be honest. Things like that, when you hear that in a rap song, that's the engineer doing that stuff most of the time. The engineer doing it because it just sounds good, or like the artist was like, "Hey, bro, it would sound cool if I'm rapping." Then it stops. But it's kind of weird to hear that on a song without vocals. it kind of to be complimented with vocals. But anyway, those are my thoughts. It was an L. It was an L.
Dang, Black, you got like, I'm proud of you, man. Like, you have really like evolved your music criticism now.
Oh yeah, you can't just say it's trash because
now you actually
you don't take nothing from it.
Now you actually make music and like you understand shit now. So like you actually giving me some stuff that I was like, man, I kind of like I know what that stuff is, like BPM and stuff, but I've never done it. I never tried it out. So like y'all niggas are kind of talking foreign to me a little bit, but it was like I understood what you meant though. So all right. Well, we definitely gonna get to this Diligent Visionary track. We're gonna critique this one because my man's been out here in the chat and he really wants us to hear his stuff. So this is a donated track, and then we're gonna get to the rest of them because I'm sure that like the other ones are just regular actual artists, established artists. So we're gonna get to this one and we're gonna see, man. We're gonna see. Don't be hyping this stuff up if it's bad. So we're gonna go.
Get your Slander album already. Yeah,
we're gonna go ahead and critique this one. So let's get to it. This is Diligent Visionary with Paranoid. Interesting. So yeah, I mean, it wasn't what I expected at all. I actually did not think that this would be an R&B track because usually people who be like, how do we listen to their stuff, did not be having R&B. So that was the first surprise. And yeah, I wasn't expected to hear this because yeah, like this shit made me sad. It made me sad a little bit, like just completely messed up my vibe. But like overall, I thought that it was actually pretty good. For the R&B tracks that we generally hear on the show, I feel like a lot of people don't have proper vocal ranges that they try to hit. But I felt like for you actually hit a lot of notes pretty well. So I can't really hate on that. Like it didn't sound bad. The one thing I can say though, and I don't know if this was done on purpose or not, during the kicks, it sounded like 3 out of 4. Like in a 4-bar set, it sounded like the kicks kind of like, it felt like my headphones were like crackling or something. I don't know if anybody else caught that or if anybody else is wearing headphones right now, but it sounded weird. I thought that there was something wrong with my headphones, but it was just the kick in the actual song. You said it was all beat on purpose. Oh, it sounded weird. So if you have on headphones, it sounds like something is going on with your equipment. So I don't know about that one. I'll definitely give you a negative critique on that. But other than that, like I thought that it was actually pretty good. Like you said, it was raining in the background a little bit. Okay. But overall, like I hope you good now because you said that you were depressed when you made this. I'm like, well, hope you good now because yeah, it definitely put me in a different type of mood. But I thought it was actually pretty decent. So let's head to the Discord, see what everybody else thinks. All right, Lizzie.
Yeah, I know. But wait.
Shut up, nigga.
So what if it was 6 years ago? Bitch, I still love you. What? I don't care about your boyfriend. Wow. All right, cool. Yeah.
Jenny.
My bad, y'all.
You hopped in there. Lizzie, I know you don't like R&B for real, but what do you think about Diligent Visionary?
You want my honest opinion?
Yep. Go for it.
This is a 7 out of 10. I think I'm gonna give my homie the W. I think that it's a W, and like he can hit the notes, but I think his stronger suit, like he was sounding like a soprano, but he was really. I feel like his strong suit is alto. Like I heard his other song, I think Isolated, and I was like, if he sounded like the way he did on his song Isolated, which he knows how that sounds, I think he would have done. I don't know. I feel like it would have been better to me. I feel like his strong suit is being more towards that alto and not a soprano. But besides that, yeah, he hit all the notes. I agree with something that Ab said, but I'll let him say it for himself. So, yeah.
All right, AB.
Well, yeah, overall, track was cool. Definitely put a nigga in his feelings, give you that Marvin Rooms vibes. But when it came to the track, I really liked the background vocals that he did in the chorus a lot better than the main vocals. I feel like if he would have sang in that range with that voice throughout the track, it still would have fit in the pocket of the song, and it would have made it a little bit more enjoyable than sounding like you was crying on the track like Trey Songz or some shit. So, I mean, I get that that's probably what you did intentionally, but for me, it would have made it still as enjoyable, and it would have still had that impact. So that's the only thing I could really say about it. Everything else was cool.
I mean, I'd do a feature though. Let me get a feature.
Yeah, I throw that nigga a beat or two. You feel me? It's all good.
But I mean, yeah, I think that was my only concern. Besides that, it was a still W.
I mean, as you can see, I just got off the phone with my ex, even though the bitch won't take me back because of stupid ass boyfriend. Shit.
Jenny, I see you in here. I don't know if you're gonna give any criticism or not, or if you're just listening, being a little lurker. But
hi, I'm Jenny. I like the song a lot.
but there y'all go, man. And also there's the link to the song if you want to listen to it. So we're gonna get to the rest of the donated tracks, but AB Smooth as our guest once again for GI Radio episode 70. Any final words, my good sir?
Yeah, man, be on the lookout. Y'all follow me on SoundCloud, AB Smooth. You feel me? SoundCloud.com/AB Smooth. That's with zeros, not the letter O. Also follow me on Twitter. You know, I be wilding and saying some out-of-pocket stuff on there as well, you know, being a normal coon. Shout out to the Discord boys, we see you. And fuck Peter Quill.
Gotcha. All right, well, we have
anything to say?
Were you gonna say anything at all?
Didn't ask me.
You see how light-skinned niggas get when they get some power?
What power? It's a damn show.
Exactly, yourself. That privilege, that light skin
privilege.
Black, they already know who your punk ass is, so you ain't gotta say nothing.
Follow me on SoundCloud. I'm out here. Yeah.
Gang, gang.
We still waiting on some more music from you. Whatever you said that you're gonna show me. Now we'll try to stick to schedule so I can actually play the things.
Yeah, whatever.
I know you. He a little mad, y'all. It's okay.
Me and Black need 1,000 plays in 2 days. Get to it.
That would be actually pretty dope if y'all did do that.
I'm trying to blow up, boy.
Yeah, we trying to glow up and eat out here. You feel? Niggas
follow AB Smooth. Follow Blizzy on SoundCloud. Listen to their stuff. And yeah, support GI. Support the movement. GI versus everybody. You already know. And yeah, let's get to it, man. Let's get to the donate track because I'm getting tired and hungry.